Hi, my name's Keith Lemon. Say your name.
Tommy Nice.
Put credits on.
Keith and Tom, mumbling for you.
Buy those credits of Tom. You've got to make them better.
Are we having swearing now?
Did I swear? Bleep me.
You
It wasn't
said-
an hardcore swear.
Well, I don't know.
Just bleep me. All right, let me get it all out then. Did you bleep all that?
She's got Tourette's.
Welcome to Keith and Tom's Movie Mumblings. Don't know if you watched last episode where we were discussing my alternative top 5. You probably didn't, but if you're watching this one, this week what we're looking at is our top 5 horror films.
Ooh.
Are you scared of horror films, Tom?
Do you know what? Yeah, well, it depends on the type of horror it is. The thing what I don't like is
Oh, that's way too long. Let's just get on with it, Tom. Just get on with it, man. Right, my number 5, I'm putting in The Shining.
Yeah, do you know what? That's an interesting horror film. Didn't really do out for me. It's a good film, don't get me wrong. Prefer One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when he's in that.
That's not a horror film.
No, that's true. I was just saying anyway, but you're right.
Yeah.
And yeah, that guy
Stanley Kubrick, though.
Yeah. Good director, what's it? Clockwork Orange and 2001.
What work, Orange?
Clockwork Orange. My pronunciation's addiction.
Are you bleeping yourself now?
Yeah. My diction needs help. That's an interesting film, though, because it's the transformation of a person, which scares me because I don't like transformations, really, when somebody's one thing and then they become another kind of...
You mean in a horror genre?
Yeah, in a horror genre, I don't like that. It kind of freaks me out. Yeah, the guy from Kung Fu Panda, no, not Kung Fu Panda, Hong Kong Fooey. That's it, Hong Kong Fooey. The guy from Hong Kong Fooey. Yeah, Scatman Jones.
Have you had your speaking time?
I don't know.
I'm catching it from you now.
I don't know.
You know it's another day.
It's just all falling apart.
Hong Kong Panda, Karate Panda.
The guy who was Hong Kong Fooey, he's the janitor in that, and he was good. I like that guy.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it, when he gets axed?
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, he's like such a lovely fella, isn't he?
Yeah,
I've got The Shining.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit sad, really.
But Jack Nicholson's working. This is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of stuff come from that Red Rum and all that lot and stuff. A lot of stuff came out of that. I think the way that he ends up in the past and he becomes part of the photo and that, it's all interesting. Not my kind of horror.
Have you ever stayed in a hotel and felt, oh, this is like The Shining? I know at the beginning of this year, I think it was, I was doing some work in Manchester and I was staying in a hotel. It was closed because of COVID. And there was just me in there, I think. But it was like being in The Shining.
Oh, holy
walking
shit.
around by myself.
Oh,
you just swore.
We're in the same clothes. Oh, it doesn't matter.
You're always wearing the same clothes. I'm plugging my t-shirts, which you can get on killclothes.com.
I'm plugging Tommy Nice wear. I don't know.
You like The Shining?
Yeah, it was a good film.
Here's Johnny. I dressed as Jack Nicholson on the Celebrity Juice Halloween special last year. And I thought, I want to go that step further, and I had prosthetics to look like him. But it didn't look like me, and it looked ace, but it did look a bit like I was Jack Nicholson from The Shining if he'd fallen off his bike and his head had swelled a bit.
So he just looked like some manic person. Did you go like that?
It's very creepy. Have you seen Doctor Sleep? The follow-up
Yeah, I've seen bits of it. I haven't seen the whole film.
What are you doing seeing bits of films? What do you do?
I've got a lot of stuff on. I've got a lot of stuff on.
I'll take a break now from watching this film. I can't concentrate that long.
I've got a lot of stuff on. I'm with all the 21st century. It's all go. TikTok and everything.
Yeah. You're TikToking.
You've got to TikTok movies.
Moving on to number 4, where we've got a Spielberg classic.
What's that?
Poltergeist in a shiny case.
Yeah.
Just take that off. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Poltergeist.
The thing about
Carol-Anne,
that was a film where, because that was after E.T., was that after E.T.?
No, I think it was before E.T. because Drew Barrymore auditioned for the role as Carol-Anne, and didn't get it. But Spielberg said to her, he said, never you mind, love. I've got another film coming out with a little alien with a sausage finger, and you can be in that. And she said, okay, then that'll be nice. I'll just finish me tabs and me coffee, because she's like an old lady, wasn't she, when she was like 6?
Yeah, she was drinking at 4 and that. Yeah.
This was before E.T.
Oh, right. The thing about that film was, I remember thinking, oh, that won't be any good. What about a TV and it's scary, and thinking it wasn't going to be scary. And then when I watched it, I was like, wow, that was such a scary but good film. Everything.
You know why it was good
great.
film, though? Because it was filled with amazing special effects back then. There were amazing special effects. So if you're a horror fan but you're scared of things, you could watch it but enjoy it, because it's not that scary, because it's got monsters coming out of telly and whatever else. But back then, I can remember being like really wowed by the special effects, and it felt like a Spielberg movie. I probably didn't watch it back then. I probably watched it after E.T. because I love Spielberg, because I loved E.T. and then I probably went back and watched all these other films. But I enjoyed it, a little bit scared, but not terrified.
At that time, they would have done what's called in-camera effects, where you have to just like do the real effects, because they want to have computers to do computer-generated effects. And because of that, they stand the test of time a lot longer. Computer-generated effects are only as good as I'm going too long now.
As the software of that time.
Yeah, of that time. A lot of these films like Alien and stuff like that, because they didn't use computer-generated effects, they really stand the test of time.
I always love when they're actually there, you know, and the actors are playing against the prop or whatever. I always love it more than a CGI. But I think something like Jurassic Park blend it really well and use it really well, CGI and animatronics. I think they use it in the right way, I think. Yeah. You're not wowed by special effects anymore, though, are you? You just go, that should look real.
Do you know what? It's that, what they call the Uncanny Valley kind of effect, where
I'm more wowed by you stringing 5 sentences together.
I'm doing well here. I'm doing well.
Well, another film that kept it real at number 3, it's The Nightmare on Elm Street. I've got the whole collection here, but I'm just talking about one. Nightmare on Elm Street 1, which is the original. All on DVD, old school. Can you remember seeing Nightmare on Elm Street? What were you feeling?
And do you know what's funny about that is that was at a time when certain stars, they weren't stars then. So I think Jennifer Aniston's in that one, isn't she?
No. No, Jennifer Aniston's not in it, Tom.
Yeah. Johnny Depp's in it, though.
Johnny Depp's in it, yeah. It's a very early appearance from Johnny Depp. But when you're watching it, you didn't go, oh, there's Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
You didn't know he was,
this is the thing. And there might be somebody else in there as well, where you go, oh, yeah.
I know there's some other actors in there. I've seen it.
There's a couple of actors, I think, in there. That's how they made that.
Robert Englund as the now iconic Freddy Krueger. Not back then, he wasn't iconic. We didn't know who Freddy was. It wasn't until probably Nightmare on Elm Street 3 where we got to see him with sunglasses on and whatnot and being kind of comedy character. He became a comedy character in the later films. But you didn't see much. He was always in the dark, Freddy Krueger, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And that's what made him scary, I thought.
Do you know what's funny? I think of characters what stand the test of time. And Freddy Krueger, he starts coming up and he's iconic. He becomes popular. So popular that they do a Jason and Freddy thing, don't they? Yeah. And then I started to think about what characters still exist and don't. So, for example, Terminator exists now, but I don't know if Rambo does. I don't know if I was...
no, they did a Rambo film quite recently, didn't they?
Yeah, but he's not iconic like Terminator.
Rambo's iconic, man.
No.
Get out of your mum's basement. Of course she is. No. Of course he is.
If like some 15-year-old or 12-year-old watch you, they go, Rambo, I don't know what the Rambo. But if you say Terminator, they'd go, oh yeah,
he's more than Gremlins 2 dressed up as Rambo. He took on the persona of Rambo.
Yeah, but that was in...
What did he say? To beat a war, you've got to become a war.
What I'm saying is, Terminator is one of them things what's lasted now, where I would say even a 10-year-old kid would probably know about Terminator. Rambo, they go, I don't know what
Rambo they remade Nightmare on Elm Street, didn't they?
Have they?
That were a massive pause, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't see the remake?
No.
Of the reboot?
I didn't know that, no.
Yeah, they did a remake.
He didn't do well then, because I don't...
No. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger, isn't he?
Yeah, because well,
he's also Willie in the TV series V.
V, which I liked. I really liked V, that is one of my favourite sci-fi things.
Did you fancy Diana?
Yeah, of course.
This is where if we could be bothered, we'd have a little graphic of Diana there. We'd see who she is, just in case you didn't know who she is. She'd be there.
Yeah, it's a great TV series. Came out in the 80s. You should watch it. It's got Michael Ironside in it.
But it's not horror.
No, but you started talking about...
Or is it? Were you scared when they ate a hamster? Or a rat or whatever?
Actually, that was scary. No, that was really scary. Where
and you can remember
opens
alien baby
like
coming
that.
out of her.
And like and then there was two babies. And no, there was normal baby, and then the face fell off, and then it had a lizard mouth and all that lot. And they were like, yeah. And that was...
I don't think normal baby came out. I didn't think a face fell off.
No. A tongue came out. She had a lizard tongue.
Oh, normal baby.
Yeah, because she went, and it had the music. It was like, da, da, da. And then the tongue came out and went, da, da. And they used to do that. They used to do that, didn't they? They used to do that in horror films where they'd have the nice music.
Babies with lizard tongues?
No, the music. They'd have the nice music going, da, 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 da. And then you'd have like that. Like Carrie, if you remember the end of Carrie, where like she's like all pleasant and it's all kind of like a hair, like one of them Timotei hair shampoo things, and it's like da, 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 la, da, da. And she's just happily walking, da, da, da. And then like she goes over to this thing, and then a hand comes through and goes da, da.
Well, it's a little bit like Nightmare on Elm Street at the end. When the mum waves the kids to go to school, and then like the car, the roof of the car comes down, and it's got red and green stripes, not red and black stripes, red and green stripes on. And then Freddy, and he's got the little girls saying 1, 2, Freddy's doing nursery rhyme, and then hand comes out and pulls her into a hole that there's no way she could fit through.
Yeah, that's what I remember. The pull
and I can remember going,
yeah. They pull her right through
and rewinding it and go, how did she get through that tiny hole?
And I always remember thinking, hey, he exists in real life now.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. I do own a replica glove. You may have seen me review that on my YouTube channel, and I've dressed as Freddy a couple of times. And I love the masks that you can buy from Mad About Horror. They do wicked Nightmare on Elm Street masks made by Trick or Treat Studios. So if you want to buy some merch, go there.
Do you know what I used
Number
to like?
two.
Oh, I was going to say, all right then.
Blue Moon.
Oh yeah,
an amazing soundtrack from a really scary film.
Ace film. Don't go, lads. That's what I was like.
Remember when he said, "Don't go, lads." Don't go, lads.
And
don't
it was
don't go down into your mum's basement, lads.
They might not have watched episode 2. So that might be complete. They might have not watched episode 2, so that might be out of context.
I'm not watching any of it. It's just us recording ourselves talking.
True, actually. That's
not
true.
Not watching any of it. Don't go. They didn't say don't go, lads. They'd stay off at Moors.
No, it says don't go, lads, when they go into that pub. And then
it doesn't say don't go, lads.
It says something about not
stay
going.
Off the Moors.
Yeah, stay off the Moors or something. But
Ryan Glover,
Rick Edmonds, Rick Mail. Rick
Mail's in there, isn't he?
Yeah, Rick Mail. He's at the pub. He's like a yokel and goes, yeah. And it's funny.
He does.
It's funny because that's meant to be in Yorkshire, but the actual thing was filmed down in Kent or I think Surrey or something.
What, the Moors?
No, the pub. The pub was somewhere else. Yeah, somewhere I know.
But where's the Moors filmed?
I don't know. In the Moors. Oh no, the actual where did they film the Moors thing? I don't know, in Kent or somewhere, probably.
Oh, did they?
At Borehamwood or something like that. Hell knows.
Yeah, it's a John Landis movie, and it got Oscars for the makeup from Rick Baker, who did the makeup.
Yeah,
remember Rick Baker, who became a makeup Jedi.
Yeah, and what he became. John Landis. What was he also famous for? Yeah.
Michael Jackson watched American Werewolf and said, "I want him to direct my thriller."
Yeah. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Didn't you? That's exactly what you said. Yes, it won an Oscar for the metamorphosis scene, which Tom would have really enjoyed. Because again, it wasn't CGI. Amazing. It was all real. It was there.
And the thing what I thought about that was not only the metamorphosis scene, where he transforms. I can't say metamorphosis is, but where he transforms. the way he changes, where he's just sitting there, he don't believe any of it, just like a normal person, you won't believe any of it, and then he's just sitting there watching.
Michael J. Fox didn't believe it, did he? When he was Scott Howard.
Oh yeah,
he always wanted to be special, but he never expected this. You don't expect to become a teenage werewolf, do you?
The thing about that werewolf transformation, usually they're all like, and start turning into monsters. But he wasn't like that. He was like sitting there like, and then he went, oh no! And then you're wondering, why is he going, oh no? And he's doing that for a long, they let him do that for ages, where he's going, oh no, I can't believe it, oh no. And when you see him,
he says, I'm burning up, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He rips his
and he's
t-shirt
going,
off.
oh no, I can't believe, oh no. But it's the way it does it, because before he does all of that, he's going, rah! And then he's looking at the time and he's saying, oh yeah, never mind that. And then he just goes, gets a sandwich.
I understand what Tom's saying. I hope you do too. But I understand exactly what he's saying. Tom, you know, when they film that sequence and he obviously rips his clothes off, he rips his jeans off, he doesn't have any underpants on, his commando, he's wearing his jeans as underpants, denim underpants. Did you ever think to yourself, when they were filming that, he just stood around with his willy hanging out and like soundman were like, oh, there's nowhere to put a microphone on you, what shall I do? Well, he just stood there and got his willy out because he's completely naked. Can you imagine him just stood there with his willy, stood there like, are you ready? John, are you ready to film this? I what? I got my willy out.
The thing about Jenny Agatha, Jenny Agatha, I used to fancy her.
Say what?
Jenny Agatha, that's it. I used to fancy her, but the thing what I always remember, because again, when I saw it, how young I was, I always used to think, oh, is that what happens when you go in hospital? Because I was like, is that what happens? Do most patients end up dating the nurses?
Have you ever dated a nurse?
Yeah, actually, too.
Have you?
Yeah.
And were you in hospital, or did she just coincidentally was a nurse when you said, so what do you do then? She was a nurse. You weren't in hospital then?
No, not while I was in hospital.
I remember seeing my mum in hospital and getting the phone number of a lovely lady.
All right.
When I was young, and I got phone numbers.
All right. Who was a nurse, or you were just...
She wasn't a nurse, no, she was a girl in the next bed.
All right. So you were seeing your mum, so here's some grapes, and say, hey, how are you doing? What's your name? What's happening? Never mind, Mum. You'll be all right. What's happening? Yeah. When are you coming out?
You look nice. you look like a nice lady.
So the woman's in traction.
Spend some time with you.
Yeah. Say, when are you coming out? What have you got? You haven't got anything terminal, though, have you? Holy blimey! Guys getting numbers in hospitals.
Yeah, American Werewolf. Two guys on a trip. One of them gets eaten by a werewolf. One gets scratched.
You said not to do spoil, isn't it?
And then he grows bat wings and flies off.
All right then. So somewhere we'll edit the spoilers or not. Are we still not doing spoilers, or is it for old?
It's
movies?
An old film, man. First time we did this when no one was watching it, we were talking about Black Widow that had just been released. Now we're talking about a film that released back in 1982.
Well, all right. I don't know. Somebody might be like, oh, I haven't seen that. They've spoiled it for me now. That film from 30 years ago.
No one's watching, Tom. No one cares. Okay, number one horror film. It's not my favourite to watch, and it really does scare me. It's Exorcist.
Yeah, that didn't scare me. I grew up religious.
You grew up religious?
Yeah, I was. My family were hardcore religious family, so I suppose it didn't scare me because
even that's scary. I think.
I thought that was a cool shot. But I also saw that film quite late. So it made
I saw it when I was about 11 with my mates.
Oh, right. That might be.
It was banned from the video shop. And my mate who was older than me went in there and he said, I've got it. So I thought it was banned. No, well, it must not be banned anymore. And we got it and we took it back to our house. And all three of us watching it in the living room. And then I was first one to leave, so I can't watch this. And then sat in the kitchen just hearing it. And then my other mate, he gets, I can't watch it. And then my other mate just sit there laughing at it.
Yeah,
he's sick, man. Just laughing at it. It was horrible.
I thought it was meant to be a documentary at first, and I was like,
it's based on a true story. It happened to a boy, which poses the question: when she's got the crucifix and she's saying, "Let Jesus fund me," what the little boy doing with the cross?
Yeah, well, I don't know, maybe having fun.
But anyway, I remember that scene as well. It's a horrific scene. I just thought, what did they say to that little girl? in that scene. So in this scene, what you're going to do is take that crucifix and I was like, ugh.
Do you think that could ever get remade?
No way.
No way.
Oh no, it's been remade, isn't it?
Eh? No.
I think it is. I read it was being remade.
Right, let me have a deek. There's no way.
He's having a deek. That means he's having a look. I heard recently it was being remade. Obviously, it was remade into a TV series a little while ago on the Sci-Fi Channel, I think it was. I thought it was amazing. It starred Gina Davis as a grown-up Reagan.
Oh, right. Yeah.
See if you can find that.
Yeah. No, that guy, Billy Fried.
The director.
Yeah. He shuts
Freakind.
down. Yeah. He shuts down rumours of a remake. Yeah.
Oh, no
that
remake.
would never get greenlit now. No way.
There's been films like it though, Tom.
Like what? Go on. What can you think
The Exorcist of Rosemary May, was it called?
Was that a kid though?
Yeah.
There was a kid.
Yeah, she was a teenage girl.
See, it's teens. Because that girl was like some 10-year-old or 11-year-old. There's no way. That's like, would they remake Taxi Driver? The Taxi Driver would never get made now. Never. Not in a million years.
You can't have a pimp have his fingers shot off in a film no more. No.
Wild West.
Harvey Keitel when he gets his fingers shot off.
I think that was the least of the issues.
Was it? Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. I know what you're saying. Oops.
But yeah. I did think it's one of them films I'd probably go watch again because with adult sensibilities, it'd probably be different. Because when you're a kid and you watch certain things, you're not really affected by them. Like if I saw a lot of horror movies and it's adults, I wouldn't really be that bothered. It'd be if it was closer to my age. The older the people were, I'd say, oh, they ain't got long to live anyway. So like when I saw somebody and they were like 40 or something in a horror movie, I go, oh, they've lived a life. They're all right.
40?
But again, when you're a kid, you think everything it's like cat years or dog years. It seems ages away. So
I don't know what he just said. I don't know what he just said. I got some of it and then I got lost. But Exorcist is my number one scary film. I can't even watch it if I'm honest. I don't know why I put it at number one.
Have you never watched it again then?
I have watched it again, yeah, and it still creeps me out. Yeah, so at number 5 we have The Shining, Jack Nicholson. What's the message?
So, don't go into a maze.
We have Poltergeist. What was the message of that film?
Too much TV. That's it.
Too much TV. Nightmare on Elm Street. What was the message in that film, Tom?
Yeah. Sleep well.
Sleep well. We had An American Werewolf in London.
Don't go, lads!
And Exorcist was the number one scary film, and the message of that film is... that's too long.
No, I've got no idea.
No, you didn't come up with the message.
I didn't come up with anything. I can't come up with
the message was be a good person and you'll go to heaven.
That's a good message.
What we're going to chat about next time, Tommy Nice?
Well, do you know what? I think, Keith...
that's way too long. We've already had a pre-chat before we started recording this. We're going to be chatting about another horror genre, the vampire genre. We're going all horror. It's not even Halloween. I don't know why. It's the middle of summer and we're talking about horror films. We're going to do vampire movies next.
Yeah. And I was scared of vampire movies until I was about
You was scared of vampire movies, specifically lady vampires. Am I right?
Yeah, scared the life
because they seduce you, and before you know it, they're biting your thing off.
They're eating you.
What are you doing at weekend, Thomas?
Hell knows.
Oh, that's way too long. I always keep on. If I don't see you for a week, I'll see you for a window. Good luck with your business. Like and subscribe, and please come back for some more movie mumblings if you care to. If you don't, you're just one of the people of many that have never watched this. All best, Tom.
Thumbs up anyway.